So let's go ahead and make a little audio effect chain here. So I'm going to delete the thing we had there before. We're going to go to upload to Canvas, and we're going to click on the audio effects folder. So there's two things here. One is patches. So if you click here, for example, if you did Bergmal multi-tap delay, it opens up a little max patch like this. You can then turn this on, and you'll hear some sound. This is very similar to like a kind of like an Ableton device. We just have a sine tone right now. We can change this to a pulse, and now we can actually hear this delay. If you double click on this little box, it opens up a little interface, so you can design your own things here a little bit more specifically. Each one of these is going to be pretty particular, and you maybe have to study it a little bit to learn, but it's very easy here to bring it in and out. So there's the pulse, dry. If we put the wet knob up, we get the delay working here. If we can change the delay times to be something different here on different presets. So this is like 3 delays here happening at the same time. This is what's often called a multi-tap delay. So you can work through these. There's quite a lot of these little things that I made here. So if you want to have some fun, you can look at these. So this, if you go to patches, that's sort of the way to explore these audio effects. They're not quite as handy to patch in because you have to open the patch and copy paste it. But Max has a great solution to this, and that's what the snippets here are for. They're basically identical, but it allows you to sort of just very quickly drag in an effect. So for example, here I dragged in this modulating Pong delay. So let's throw that in there, and let's start building an effect chain around this. The first thing that we're going to need here is we're going to need sound input. So normally you would do, if you had a sound card and you want to use your own voice, like if you had headphones on. I currently don't have headphones on and I don't want feedback, so we're not going to do that. But you would just create ADC. If you had a single channel, you use ADC argument 1. And then you can do a live.gain, for example. So now you can actually see my voice as I'm talking. We're just gonna not have ADC. We're gonna grab an audio file. I'm gonna use some of these VS loops that I got here. Let's see. Alright, let's take this harp riff. I'm into it. And this is a stereo thing here, but we're just gonna sum it in here for this mono effect. So because we drag this in here as a snippet, we're gonna wanna just click on one of these presets to just load it up. We also will have to move the dry wet knob because as we dragged it in, nothing's really happening. If we now wanted to then hear what this sounded like, we just need to add a digital to analog converter here. So this will automatically take it to our speakers. You connect the stereo output like so. And if we start playing, you can hear this. I can move the dry slider, so we just hear the dry sound. Hope that isn't too loud. I hope you can hear what I'm saying. If I start messing with this here, you can sort of see what this thing does here, this effect. So this effect is basically adding a delay that's panning between left and right really often quite quickly depending on this interval, and then there's a smoothing time that adds a pitch shifting artifact. So this is kind of a fun effect here. If you toggle on this metro, it sort of is modulating this parameter by default, and you get all these interesting chirpy sounds here, which are quite fun. So let's add one more effect here just for fun. Maybe it'd be fun to add some sort of secondary pitch element here. So maybe let's do pitch shifter stereo here. So you can actually see if you double click on it, it opens it up like this, but the handy thing, because it's a .max snip, you can just throw it in there. So this already is a stereo one, so I'm just going to throw that in here. Plop this through here. Now you'll notice we don't have any sound coming through to the speakers, and that is because the dry wet needs to be adjusted. So now we can actually hear the thing here, and if I wanted to pitch shift this up in Sense, I can now do that. get this sort of weirdo harp sound here. Anyways, kind of fun. So this is how you could build a pretty simple effect chain here. You can really chain all of these in any combination, any order that you want. There's maybe some more clever moves than, and maybe some not so clever moves in how you order them, but there's really just an open canvas to how you want to work with this. But yeah, the next video we'll look at how we can use the automation editor to control an effect chain like this.